I am back with the second part of this top 10 Thursdays list. As I said, we're still doing years, and I still have my cuppa, living my best life, or trying my best to. So I'm going to get it out the way, because this was kind of one of my least favourite years to do, and it was one of my hardest to think of, one of my hardest to come up with 10. So I'm just going to run them through. If I want to talk about them, I'll talk about them. So yeah, so the year in question is 1976, so this is my favourite movies of 1976. So let's kick off. So number 10, A Star Is Born. Yeah, not really much I really want to say about it. So yeah, because it's not a horror, and I couldn't find a number 10, and that was the only one movie I saw. So yeah, so I've basically only seen very few movies from this year, from 1976. So yeah, so bear that in mind as well. But what I've seen of it's okay. Some are really, really good, some aren't. So number 9 is Blood-Sucking Freaks. If you want something that's got a bit of gore, yep, this takes the biscuit for being gore in the 70s, because in the 70s there weren't really much gore until this come out, Blood-Sucking Freaks. So yeah, was it one of my favourites? No, that's why it's at number 9. So number 8 is Alice, Sweet Alice. Love this little gem, underrated of a slasher, which needs to get more credit than it really does, to be honest. So now I can start talking a little bit, which brings me on to number 7, and I just gotta say, the impalement scene from this movie gets me every single time. Yes, so we're on about The Omen, good old Damien himself. Yep, we are getting to this sort, and as a child, that scene just freaked me the F out. So, for number 6, I don't even have to go into any more detail, but you know the story of this. Carrie has telekinesis. She develops telekinesis powers. Her mum is God-fearing, and basically tells her that a period is sin. So when Carrie has this period, she doesn't know what to do, and everybody's bullies her at school because of blood. And then the infamous prom, where they pour pig's blood over Carrie. Obviously Carrie Fisher's in it. Is it Carrie Fisher? I know Sissy Spacek, Carrie Fisher. A young John Travolta is in it as well. Yeah. But some people think it's overrated. I like it, and a lot of people prefer this movie over the remake and the second one. So which brings me on to number 5. Oh, we're getting to some good ones now. Starring Sylvester Stallone, Carl Weathers, just to name Talia Shire, and that's Rocky. Can't do a list from 1976 without mentioning Rocky. Love Rocky. Love Rocky. If you don't know the story, then go and watch the movie, because I just give you a little. I'll just give you a little. Because Rocky works at a meat factory, and he goes to a boxing gym where he meets Mickey. Mickey is a boxing trainer and is willing to train Rocky. And then Rocky becomes a boxer, and he starts winning fights, and then he has a world heavyweight fight with Apollo Creed, and there you go. That's all you're getting, because that's all I can remember from the top of my head, because the movies were on the other week as well on the telly, on Spanish TV, so yeah, so that's how I do remember. So number 4 stars Robert De Niro, and this movie is very infamous. So if you talk of Robert De Niro, 1976, in Taxi Driver, and you know the story, you know the plot, so I don't even have to go into it. So yeah, but if you haven't, you need to watch it, because I need to get him to watch it actually, but I don't know if he would like it, but it's not a horror, so he probably would like it, because he doesn't like many horrors side, but he probably would like Taxi Driver, so it needs to come on the TV soon. So now we're getting on to the sort of numbers I'm looking at, which brings me on to number 3, and it is to The Devil a Daughter, starring Christopher Lee and Natasha Kinski, yes. And this has to be up there with one of my favourite Hammer horror movies of all time. It's like literally top 5 of my, if I was to do a top 10 Hammer horror list, this would be in my top 5, I think. I think top 5. Yeah, I'll have to have a look. Top 5, because I've yeah, it is in my top 5. I was right. So it is in my top 5. Because I have to check, because I like to write things down. So yeah, top 5 of my favourite Hammer horrors, and I do like Hammer horrors. Hammer horrors come from the UK. It's like gothic, occult horror, and you do have some movies about Dracula in there as well, so yeah. So anyway, enough of me yabbering on as always. So number 2 is up there in my top 10 favourite giallos. It is The House with the Laughing Windows. Very, very underrated this giallo, and it needs more credit than it deserves. So basically, why I was having a hard time with this list is because of my number 1 and because of what it is, and I don't want people to get like the wrong ideas. Oh, why do you like this movie for? Why is it your favourite? Because this movie, when I used to talk about if something's my favourite movie, it's gotta grip me, and I've gotta be glued to the screen all the way from start to finish, and this movie does that for me. And it's one of the few non-horrors that does this. The only other movie, well, there's 2 other movies that do this for me besides this one. Have a guess what they are. So yeah, one I talk about all the time, and it'll never ever change because it'll always be my favourite movie of all time. So let me get into it. My number 1 favourite movie of 1976 is The Message. I know, that's what I'm saying, before you all start and go, what the fuck, why, shit, this is my list, not yours. Do you remember how I tell you about Midnight Express, how it grips me? This movie grips me to the core. Obviously, it is true. It's not a story, but this is true. This is real. This is what happened. What has happened. Obviously, it grips me. And it's also about religion as well. So that's why people would, yeah, why do you like a religious movie for, blah blah blah. It's my list. If I want to like a religious movie like The Message, and it wants to talk about Allah and Muhammad Salah, well, it's a long word so I can't pronounce it all. If I want to like a movie that's about that, it's my opinion. If I want to like The Passion of Christ, I'll like The Passion of Christ. If I want to like this movie, that movie, but don't judge me because of what's my number 1, and that is The Message, and it is one of the most longest movies evermore. I love the movie. I sat here all night, oh god, about 6 months ago, watching The Message, and I couldn't stop watching the screen. I could not stop watching the screen. You could distract me from anything. I was just watching and watching and watching. And even Sai was like, what are you doing? I said, leave me alone, I'm watching The Message. And he went, you're watching The Message? And I was like, yeah, watching The Message. I love The Message, just leave me be. And he goes, I really like that movie as well, can I watch it with you? And I was like, yeah, sure. I said, do you want me to start? And he went, no, just keep it. And I was already like an hour and 15 minutes in the movie. So yeah. So here we go. 10, A Star Is Born. 9, Blood-Sucking Freaks. 8, Alice, Sweet Alice. 7, The Omen. 6, Carrie. 5, Rocky. 4, Taxi Driver. 3, To the Devil a Daughter. 2, The House with the Laughing Windows. And 1, The Message. So yeah, that's my list. And please, because this is my channel, I don't want to be bombarded with religion and stuff like that. We're here trying to be a happy, positive channel. And my movie taste is, I know it's different to a lot of people's. I know my movie taste is different to a lot of people's, but you've got to understand that I physically watch these movies. I watch movies every day. I've just watched, yesterday we went to watch Beetlejuice, which is Beetlejuice 2, and there will be a review of that coming up in the next couple of days. And you'll want to hear my thoughts on that. So yeah, so I got treated yesterday to go to Beetlejuice because I've been going on at him for weeks and weeks and weeks. I want to go and see the Beetlejuice. So we finally went to watch it yesterday, so it was all good. So I don't even know where. So 10 A Star Is Born, 9 Bloodsucker Freaks, 8 Alice Sweet Alice, 7 The Omen, 6 Carrie, 5 Rocky, 4 Taxi Driver, 3 To the Devil a Daughter, 2 The House with the Laughing Windows, and 1 The Message. And I know I said it 3 times, but I just wanted to say it again. So yeah, that was a tongue twister. Hope you've enjoyed my video with a little bit of a rant and stuff about my opinion and stuff like that. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Turn that notification bell on, you'll get a brand new video from me very, very soon. And next week we are doing 2 different lists again, but this will be a bit more exciting. Stay gaudy, have unpleasant dreams, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.